kin kun no ba muli ra chin kun. Tong hai ton kun ching ni bobo mata ni punaje dolpi kiknyunyan. Rundi hadonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Chink palamul tong king ba na kongek. Tung ting ta chun kun nek muli rabest. Takom justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampompa bolawan na chikni. Pamul slik mo poda na wanga kun bist muli rabest. Tong ay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang inkotu. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Yumalit ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de ne bobo. Munko kun biskang. Bamulara. Shagjikin lor jawa tauma? Kava volpa mulji gumana. Kin kun shachiking ni kin kun oba mulira jikun? Wama kun bes, chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko sercha domandoma?
I'm here. Uh-huh.
How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces. Yes, I realize that, of course. But surely there was more to it than a simple search. I doubt there were flashing signs pointing you in my direction. Yet somehow you found me. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulcan prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus Swoop champion. That's quite a resume. Your modesty is admirable. But though others helped, you were the catalyst for these events. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. The Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. The Force is in all of us, though for most people it's barely a measurable whisper. But there are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success. Though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... I'm sorry. I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left to the Jedi Council. For now, let's just accept the fact that you're gifted. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet. I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
Careful. Mercs like this haven't a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns. Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk. Not yet. First you bring me the launch codes. Then I'll tell you the rest of my plan. Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission. He won't care how I come up with those codes. Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javier's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
Vibroblades and blasters, and nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride? This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too risky. The Sith might have come across our crew manifest back on the Endar Spire.
Lus Cochis Canaio. Toga ya fulke Gokola Gigi. Wachanechu Uchang Yon Torum Chioeta. Oya Unachinek. Bamulera Kumbiskin.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. You've seen him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner I give you Deadeye Duncan! And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the terrace dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger! It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! But really, are any of us surprised? Deadeye losing isn't huge. You have to do better than that to impress us, stranger.
Chanchiska puta, caçamo vaca, mochao donga, ya fulki, chioca colmolera, quien conjo pesha, no va moleraji, chorion toranchi, aitatia, ula una chinek, va molera slimoranga kubiskin, Chachiska don puta, caçamo vaca, mochao donga, ya fulki, parish manarish, donjonea hakonong, mulera yonunaze, jichin wibibwana itawish, muline morone, ubana pula boda, yamijusa. Ayo no bis tuulaji yokaku akuchikopa. Kino mulera kinpajak slimo puiguana. Chiyoka kolmolera kin konjo peshak nova muleraji. Cherion toranchi aitatia. Pula una chinek. Bamulera slimoanga kubiskin.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. In this corner, one of the greats, a man so tough, even a disfiguring injury couldn't end his career. I give you Gerlon Two Fingers. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the terrace dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger! the mysterious stranger for real? Only time will tell.
Yes?
What? Sure.
Chachiskadon puta, kasabubaka, mochaodonga, ya vulki, chioka kolmolera, quien conjo pesha, nova moleraji, cherion toranchi, aitatia, uya una chimek, bamulera slimoanga kubisking. Chachiskadon puta, kasabubaka, mochaodonga, ya vulki, tawanarota, ayotagua, kankidora naimechus, kochis kanayo, toga ya vulki, Gokola Gigi, Wajanichu, Akochikopa, Chino Molera, King Pajak, Snima Puiguana, Chioka Kolmolera, King Conjo Peshak, Nova Moleraji, Cherion Toranchi, Aitatia, Ulauna Chimek, Bamulera Slimoanga Kubisking.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. Over in this corner, a woman with steel on her bones and ice water in her veins. She's cold and quick as death itself. You know her. You love her. Ice. And in the other corner, a rising star taking that first step into the big leagues. I give you the mysterious stranger. It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! Ice is knocked out cold! Looks like we have a rising star in the mysterious stranger, folks. But how high can this star soar? You'll just have to watch and see.
Chachiskadon puta, kasabubaka, mochaodonga, ya vulki, chioka kolmolera, quien conjo peshak, nova moleraji, cherion toranchi, aitatia, ulauna chimek, bamulera slimoanga kubisking. Chachiskadon puta, kasabubaka, mochaodonga, ya vulki, uchanyon turunchiwita, ulauna chimek, bamulera kunbisking, akochikopa, chino mulera king pajak, snima puiguana. Gioca col molera. Quien conjo peshak. Nova moleraji. Jerion toranchi. Aitatia. Ula una chinek. Bamulera slimoanga kubiskin.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. He's a legend in the sport, a 20-year veteran who still knows how to show the young kids a trick or two. Let's have a big hand for Mo! But there's always some young gun coming up to knock the veterans off. And we've got one of the best right here. I give you the mysterious stranger. It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! Marl is down, and questions abound! Is this the end for the long-time vet? Is it time for Marl to hang up his spurs? And what of the mysterious stranger? Which is waiting in the wings? Do you dare take a shot at the champion himself? Will the wild-eyed wonder finally be unseated?
Chachiska puta, caçavo vaca, ho 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 ho. Mochao donga, ya fulki, Gioca col molera. Quien conjo peshak, nova moleraji. Jerion toranchi, aitatia. Ula una chinek, bamulera slimoanga kubiskin.
What can I do?
What? Sure.
Chachiska puta, caçavo vaca, ho 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 ho. Mochao donga, ya fulki, Parish manaris, Tonjonea hakono. Mulera yonunaze, Chingwi bedwana itawish, muline bovoni, Ubana la boda, Yami juice. Ayo nopis, Tuula chioka, Ko, Akochikopa. Chino mulera king pajak, Snimo puituana. Chioka kol mulera, King conjo peshak, Nova muleraji. Jerion toranchi, Aitatia. Ula Nachinek, Bamulera Slimoanga Kubiskin.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. Hold on to your seats and stay back from the edges of the ring. He's wild, he's unpredictable, he's borderline psychotic. And he's the best damn duelist in the game today. Give it up for Twitch! But Twitch's opponent plans to take the champion down. Night after night, battle after battle, we've watched this young phenom rise through the ranks. In this corner, the challenger for the title of Tara's dueling champion, the mysterious stranger. Mysterious stranger!
Taurish Manaris, Tonjonea Hakonon, Milera Yonunaze, Jichin Wibiguana Itawish, Muline Bomone, Urana Tula Boda, Yamijusa, Ayohonopis, Tuulaji Yokaku, Ongabuksha Umenon, Karavol Pamuzli, Gumanaba Mulira, Junion Tunjiji, Aitatuana, Karavol Pamuzli, Gumana, Obrakinun Chuba Gratok Bendek Starkila, Wikili Johnny, Wichibola no, Zak Mulira, King Bendek.
What can I do?
What?
I've been watching you on the dueling ring. Not bad for an amateur. I'm tempted to come out of retirement and show you what it's like to do battle against a real champion, but I only fight in death matches. And not too many people are willing to step into the ring knowing they won't ever come out. How about you, stranger? You think you got what it takes? Finally, fresh meat. Ashura will set it up. Go talk to him. It will take some time to arrange, so no point sticking around here until then. I'll be back when it's time for you to die.
Jipidawata Bogratuana Aboksercha, Chupa Chona Bendet, Gratuga Kilewata, Kas Kratuk Bisla, Mulirabut Maria, Nichas, Tunira Nano Prata Dunkyo, Sercha Toma Toma, Talavui Pamelje, Kumana, Kinkon Shashi King. Neken Kornova Mulera Jekun, Wama Kumbes, Chimbala Muli, Tunera Nano Pata Dunko, Tidawata bugratuana abuksecha. Chupa chona bendek gatuga kiliwata. Gas kapuk bisla. Mulirabut malia nichas chi. Uchang yon turong chiweta. Wala una chinek. Pamulera kun miskin. Chibeduana ni bobo. Tumamung shanungan. Muchitito aki jijaku. Tawan narota ayot tago. Kankidovan na yimechus kochis kanayo. Toda ya fulke gokola jiji wachanichu.
Ladies and gentlemen, come with me now on a journey to the savage days of years gone by, to a time when two combatants entered the arena and only one came out alive. They're illegal. They're banned. They've been outlawed for nearly 10 years. But we've got one for you tonight. A good old-fashioned death match. In this corner, a living legend. A man whose very name would make his opponents shake in their boots. If any of them were still alive. Out of retirement for one last battle. Bandit Starkiller! And who would be crazy enough to step into the ring with such a lethal legend? Who would be mad enough to face almost certain death merely for your enjoyment? Ladies and gentlemen, feast your wondering eyes on the mysterious stranger. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let the death match begin!
Vennak starkille. Kiiti manumaak. Indek nilurche. Liiglatti tajapoi. Dispoichi tutsam. Tapi jayubong. Jiskapule. Jumbola. Watagratu. Jimulla. Jikalis. Indek. Jikalis patkoki. Patisaka tuntasok. Unma turun kilaplia. Tajum duchong now.
What?
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
Careful what you say. I get the feeling this spoiled brat could cause us more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired. It's too late for apologies. Daddy's going to hear about this. You'll lose your job for sure.
No hard feelings, my good man, but I can't really talk with you right now. It's difficult enough to draw the interest of the ladies in this establishment as it is. Surely you understand what I'm talking about. I'd guess you've experienced many lonely evenings, something I'm hoping to avoid tonight.
What can I do?
Help! Daddy!
Hey, look who's back! The mysterious stranger. You know, I had a front row seat when you gunned down Bendick Starkiller. Best duel I've ever seen. If times weren't so tough, I'd give you a discount, seeing as how you're a big celebrity and all. But with the Sith occupation, I can barely afford to keep the doors open. Because of the Sith quarantine, I haven't been able to stock any new inventory, but I've still got some nice items you might be interested in.
You again? Why do you keep bothering me? I can't help you there. Since this thing with Holden, I've been scared to leave my apartment. I don't know anything about what's going on in the outside world anymore. Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price. I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you. No, I don't think so. I can't afford to trust anybody right now. Please, just leave me alone. Good. I don't much like strangers in my home.
Bastila, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carve. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing or medical supplies? I can treat you right here at the center for almost any condition, except the Rakghoul disease, of course. You have the serum? Impossible. How did you get this? No, wait. I don't really want to know. Can I see it? The serum, I mean? I need to see if there is enough for me to analyze it so I can start producing it in mass quantities. Let me see. Yes, this is it. A cure for the Rakghoul disease. With this sample, I can make enough serum for everyone. The people of Taris owe you a debt they can never repay. Please, take this small reward. It isn't much, but it's all I can afford. A few credits and 2 spare med packs. I appreciate everything you've done. There are many who would have sold the serum to the crime lord Davik for a much higher sum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Goodbye, and good health to you. If you ever need any medical aid or treatment, you know where to find me.
You blew it. If you'd brought that Rakghoul serum to Zax, you would have made it worth your while. No, you had to go and do the honorable thing.
Virtu, she endured it all, and really good, and keep on Borutio, when now for the Klufta, oh you.
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here. What do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city. Come on, let's go. I don't want to listen to this alien lover anymore.
What do you want now? You're not going to tell Davik's bounty hunters where I'm hiding, are you? I don't think anyone can help me. I owe Davik money, and I was late with the payment. So he went to Zack's in the bounty office and put a price on my head. I've been hiding here ever since. But sooner or later, someone will find me. Unless I somehow come up with another 200 credits. I'm a dead man. You'd give 200 credits to a stranger just to help them out? I don't believe it. Well, thank you.
Wow, that sure was generous of you. I just hope we don't end up needing those credits later on.
Now I can pay off Davik. Oh, thank you. You've saved my life. I better go give this to Davik right away.
Bastila, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malak when they went to fight the Mandalorians?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even then I had the wisdom to obey the will of the Council. Unlike Revan.
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? Would Revan and Malak still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them instead of dragging its feet?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians, but the wisdom of the Masters saw beyond the immediate threat. There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown, how many more would have fallen?
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic was under attack, and the Order abandoned us.
We did not abandon you. But the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, we would have aided you against the Mandalorians. But you couldn't wait. Revan and Malak offered a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy path rather than the path of wisdom. Now we see the results all around us. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened to the Council, millions of innocent people would still be alive.
Yeah, right. And every single one of them had been speaking Mandalorian. I think we're done. Let's just get back to the task at hand.
Kin kun shi kakachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun palamona reji. Ching pala niska mule tun ratatigin podranko. Desercha doma wana kondatama. Witimembo rangthong. Mule ra on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kin ba mule radwana. Dong kin ba no kudnok nek. Kava numpa kumpialia monokata. Ranga kun bis kin no moruat. Kakin chana guana brakon.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never go out of style.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami no nok. China pala mule. Dong ki ba non tontek. Dun ni chachon kun ne mule rabast. Mokao dang yafoki. Chachiska do punta kakaspaka. Bano oto. Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami no nok. Tinku ukapa. Topa no aska. Chi nisko ne akava abaka.
Uh-huh. Yes, what's on your mind? You do? Well, fair enough. What do you want to discuss? I knew you wouldn't understand where I was coming from. Let me try to explain. You got the skills of an elite commando, and you saved my butt more than once. Between that and your facility with languages, I'm lucky you're here. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop watching you being wary. I'm just not built that way. Period. I don't know that yet. Like I said before, it's probably nothing, but I've been betrayed by people before, and well, it won't happen again. That's all. I don't know that you'll betray me, but there are no guarantees. Not for you, not for me. You don't have to take it personally. Me. You shouldn't. If you're smart, you won't trust anyone. Not me, not Bastila, especially not yourself. Not all of us have the luxury of a choice. I'm conditioned this way, I'm sorry. No, I don't want to talk about it. What I want is to save the galaxy, if that's even possible. Why is whether or not I trust you or anyone so damned important to you? Why do you even care? We don't have time for this, so can we please just drop it for now? Can we pick it up later if you really must? I want to get underway.
The evil walks among us. The enemy is here.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata, bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun, tong nabun shanuyang. Kin kun shi kakachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun para monareji. Chingpala niska mule tun ratatigin podranko. Disarcha doma wana kundatama. Bonanakachu. Kicha badwang, wanga kum kiba bu mulera, kakin chak nawa gawa bakon, donk kiba nukunek, tonga buksha naknong.
How'd you like that?
The Force fights with me!
Down you go!
Yes?
Uh-huh. Yes?
You cannot win!
How'd you like that?
Tiscado sukigumba na bona na gachu, ang tuikotu. Topa na punkwalya gando nago chuchut. Kapachi kuita hotonga. Yala mo inkatun. Jiloba mulirani bobo. Wango kumpeska gang, baba marulira. Na boda ni winkis matoma. Wana kumpes chingpa marulira. Tok chingbang non kick. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Tiscado sukigumba na bona na gachu, ang tuinkotu. Topa na punkwalya gando nago chuchut. Kapachi kuita hotonga. Yala mo inkatun. Jiloba mulirani bobo. Wango kumpeska gang, baba marulira. Jawana bota ayuat tahonga jakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da punkwalya gando do nago chuchut. Musha papangpa, bola wana chikne. Mamuli slemo boda wanga kumbes mulira rabes. Jawana bota ayuat tahonga jakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da punkwalya gando do nago chuchut. Musha papangpa, bola wana chikne. Mamuli slemo boda wanga kumbes mulira rabes. Tiscado sukigumba na bona na gachu, ang tuinkotu. Topa da punkwalya gando nago chuchut. Kabachi kuita hodonga. Yala mo inkatun. Jiloba mulira ni bobo. Wango kumpeska gang. Ba mamarulira.
I'm here.
Ready?
What?
I'm here.
What?
What?
Here! 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 Time to rumble!
can I help? Then I suggest we move on. What can I do?
What? Sure.
Yes?
How'd you like that?
Let's make this.
Heard, I bet. Heard, I bet. What?
What can I do?
What?
What?
Who dares to break my meditation? You will pay for interrupting my... Wait. I sense the Force is strong with you. Very strong. Who would have thought a Force adept could be found on this insignificant planet? But your talent is no match for a disciple of the dark side. Spoken like a true drone of the Jedi Council. We Sith, however, have learned to embrace the potential of the dark side. It is what gives us strength. This meeting is a stroke of luck for me. My master will surely reward me with my lightsaber once I kill you.
Down you go!
What?
elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along. Well, why didn't you say so? Everything seems to be in order. Okay, I guess you can go down to the lower city. Just be careful down there. Those swoop gangs will take a shot at anybody. Even our Sith patrols have come under fire.
Yes.
You asked for this! Let's make this you shall fall.
Achuta, wonga kun pistol piking kunyana, tong patogas magdelia. Chibedwana ni bobo, tong nabung shanunyang, tong patogas magdelia. Tong ay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang yingkotu. Tolbada bunkwalya gando de nago chuchut, kachi chuay thaudunga. Yumalit ka inkotun, chilo mulra de nebobo. Munko kun biskang, bamulara takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chuay thaudunga, tolbada bunkwalya gando de nago chuchut. Moga shampung pa, bolawan na chikni. Pamulislik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Kachichu ay thaudunga. Inkin kuno ba mulira chikun. Slima podana. Rundi haudonga kun hunkabi. Wi itha na dana itya. Wata yumakawama huhanik. Asyong turong umnipatoga. Wana kun bes ching pala multongi. Ui, itanadan na yitya. Kunti chani, tong patogas magdelia. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga, tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampung pa, bolawan na chikni. Pamulislik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Mana tota. Aku jigratuk bola. Jishok jonatong jongking no una pang pa mulira kun kili. Kun kili no pa. Wata di manyo kola una no ku mulira. Wata wama mulira. King konjo peshak. No ba mulira ji. Johnny yun turung chi wi ita dia. Bola una chinek. Bamulirat slimo anga kun bisking. Shagji kin lord chawata uma. Kava volpa mulji gumana. King kun shachi king. Ni king kun oba mulira jikun. Wama kun bes. Chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko, sercha domandoma? Tuni pudu, rana nu prata dunkno, sercha, ichua penki. Jashak Pangpa. Inkin kun no ba mulri rachikun. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago churchut. Moga shampongpa. Bolawana chikni. Bamul slik mo podana wanga kun bist mulira best. Tongai tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tolbada bunkwalya gando tenago churchut. Kachi chuay thaudunga. Yumalith ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de bobo. Unka kun biskang. Bamulara.
Yes, what's on your mind? Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it? What does it matter that much? Why can't you just leave it be? I just don't trust easily, and for good reasons, which are my own. Oh, damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith, and we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust? No, it wasn't even that. There were others. Good, solid men, trusted men who turned on us as well and joined their cause. Malak and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done, but the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy. I know, and I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... no, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about it.
On behalf of Gadden, I want to offer the thanks of all the hidden Vex. You rode like a true champion in the swoop race. I'm sorry Gadden can't be here to thank you in person, but he's retired to the safety of his private chambers. I'm afraid he's grieving over Brejik's death. Brejik violated the customs and traditions of Taris. He dishonored himself by refusing to honor his wager. He got what he deserved. Even Gadden has to realize that. Even so, I think Gadden hoped that somehow Brezja could be made to realize the error of his ways. Despite everything he'd done, Gadden probably would have forgiven him.
Gadden sounds like the kind of person who you'd want in charge down here. At least to me.
But he isn't out of danger yet. The surviving Volkers will still want him dead. He's a prime target now, as are you. You better be careful out on the streets.
I'm here.
Ready. On it. Damn!
Yes?
Ready.
What?
Ready.
What?
I figured you'd be back. Neither of us is getting off this planet unless we work together. Now, I know the Sith military base had a break-in, and I know it was you. I know you've got those departure codes I need, so what do you say? We join forces, and I can get you inside Davik's base, and right to the Ebon Hawk. We can go right now. Fair enough, but don't take too long. As soon as you're ready to get inside Davik's estate, come speak to me. The sooner we get off this rock, the better.
Kachikun idahaldonga, ikinkunu bamulirachikun, simo podonado diodunga kukabe. Ci gratulo da pograshi onion kompa cintono muchuba. Loda dita kun, ida patisa batua kachatutong. Bagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachwish yunku. Jodo jinbungarantang. Ta kunjus miki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogasha ponka bola wana chikne. Amule slimo podadada nanga kubist ule rabes chi gratu loda pograshi onion kompa chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun ida patisa batua kachatutong. Bagrasha kon tijaka Chubakaha chopa chawachwish yunku. Jodo jinbungarantang. Kavadupa ku palia mukapata. Budana chaku. Ikun kono pule marachiko. Dong nabong siya nunya. Kavavolpa mulji kunna. Shagji locha wana wama. Kavavolpa mulji kumuna. Kinchun Shishinek Chene Ku no Balemulera Chikun. One of Monkus base Chingapula Mulan Tude Rana Prata Tunko such a Tomam Toma.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata, bonanakachu, yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun, tong nabun shanuyang. Ti umpa do puntakrita, ak ti kondo ona chabachisa wanki, ti toki grantu kon chichan kun green kanchan to pro, bok wala no bok cha, nichi kon chuba kin lota ikakun. Witimembo rangthong, mulira on shanturing ni patoga wanga chonzitse. Ika krotu hakujije, watu yama kama wona henak nek. Kin kunshi kakachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun palamona reji. Chingpala niska mule tun ratatigen potranko. The searcha doma wana tama. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yuma wama nibo lora waisha waga shichi.
Ta kumjus tak miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita modunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikhe. Mule slimo podadada nanga kumbist. Mule rabes. Runda di hodonga kun honkabi. Wana kumbes ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Tuk nincha tukune mule rabes.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami nonok. Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kumkiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawa gawa bakon. Donk ki ba nukunek. Tong abuk sha nak nong.
Tag bis tu ponko koki bakbaka. Ching para chiska mule tunarana nu prata tunko sicha tuma wamama tus keva toma. Nisha julorcha kinkuno bule rajiku.
Shagji kina lorcha watamwana. Kin kun shishikin. Ni kin kun ban mula rag jikun. Wama kun bes. Ching pala mule. Tune rana nu prata. Donko searcha domatama. Witimembo rangthong. Muli ra on shanturing ni patoga wanga chonzitse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watu yama kama wona henak nek.
Boragatong, mulira siyang turong ni na potata tuanga chuntize. Igruto haga jijiwa. Wata juma wana hu wama hu natek.
Witimembo rangthong. Mulira on shanturing ni patoga wanga chonzitse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watu yama kama wona henak nek.
Chikun ida hodonga, ikin kuno ba mulera chikun. Simo podona, deodunga ku hunkabe.
Shagji kina lorcha watamwana. Kin kun shishikin. Ni kin kun ban mula rag jikun. Wama kun bes. Ching pala mule. Tune rana nu prata. Donko searcha domatama.
Ucha hodonga ya fulki. Chachiska to punta casa baka. Bana oto.
Mokao danya foki. Chachiska do punta kakaspaka. Vano oto.
Ta kunjus tak Miki Gravelmogo. Kachichu ita Motunga. Tolbabank wale Oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbis mule rabes.
Gigi hakuji lorcha kin kuna. Vamole rigikun. Kaji chutula podo tu punto casa tabonk. Ay bahaudanga wala ganta da nagato chuchu mukiti chokai. Ti umpikrita. Witimembo rangthong. Muli ra on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu haku jije. Watu yama kama wuna henak nek.
Ako cię kopa. Kino molera king paja. Slima pójdłana. Tonga toras materia. Hehe. Ashuta. Wonga kundis tulpiki kolyana. Gioca con molera. King konjo presha. Nova moleraji. Terion toranchi. Aitatia. Wala una chinek. Bamulera slimoanga kubisking. Chachis kadon puta. Kasabubaka. Ho 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 ho. Mocha odonga. Ya fulki. Jibeduana ni bobo. Tungamun shanungan. Muchitito aki. Jijaku. Kachichonai thaudunga. Taukum justak Miki Gravelmogo. Tulpada vukwaya gandoda naga chuchut. Moga shampumpa. Voyawana chikni. Bamul slimo podana wanga kumbis. Mulirabest. Jibeduana ni bobo. Tungamun shanungan. Muchitito aki jijaku.
I figured you'd be back. Neither of us is getting off this planet unless we work together. Now, I know the Sith military base had a break-in. And I know it was you. I know you've got those departure codes I need. So what do you say? We join forces, and I can get you inside Davik's base, and right to the Ebon Hawk. We can go right now. Davik's always looking to recruit new talent. I'll tell him how you won that swoop race, and mention that you're interested in working for the exchange. I'll say I brought you in so he could check you out. He'll have you stay at his estate for a couple of days while he runs some background checks on you. That's standard procedure.
This is too risky. We should find another way.
You got another plan, sister? Or are you just objecting because you didn't think of it?
No, I don't have another plan. I would rather not place my life in your hands, however.
I can say the same about you. That makes us even. Fortunately, we both want to get off this rock, right? While Davik's checking you out, we steal the Ebon Hawk and escape Taris. Come on. I've got an airspeeder nearby to take us to Davik's estate. The sooner we're off Taris, the better.
You summoned me, Lord Malik.
The search for Bastila is taking too long. We cannot risk her escaping Taris. Destroy the entire planet.
The entire planet, Lord Malik. But there are billions of people on Taris. We'd be slaughtering countless innocent civilians, not to mention our own men still on the surface.
Your predecessor once made the mistake of questioning my orders, Admiral. Surely you are not so foolish as to make the same mistake.
Of course not, my Lord Malik. I will do as you command, but it will take several hours to position our fleet.
Then I suggest you begin immediately. You are dismissed, Admiral.
Yes, Lord Malik.
So, Canderous, I see you've brought someone with you. Most intriguing, if I do say so myself. You usually travel alone.
It's not like you to take on partners, Canderous. You're getting soft.
Watch yourself, Callow. You may be the newest Cath Hound in the pack, but you aren't top dog yet.
Enough. I won't have my top two men killing each other. That's not good business. I'm sure Canderous has an explanation as to why he's not working solo anymore.
This is a special case, Davik. I ran into someone the Exchange might want to recruit. You may have heard something of their exploits already.
Ah, yes. Now I recognize your companion. The rider who won the big swoop race. Very impressive, as was your display in the rather heated battle afterwards. You know, Canderous was right. The Exchange is always looking for new talent. You could have a bright future with our organization. With the recommendation from Canderous and a thorough background check, you could become part of the Exchange. Many would kill to prove themselves worthy of this honor. Come with me. I will give you a tour of my operations. I'm certain you'll be most impressed. Ah, there she is, the Ebonhawk, my pride and joy, the fastest ship in the Outer Rim. Note the state-of-the-art security system I've had installed to protect her. The shields are completely impregnable. Nobody can get past them without the codes to try and steal my baby. Unfortunately, the Sith military blockade has grounded my vessel. The Ebonhawk can outrun any vessel in the galaxy. But even she isn't fast enough to avoid the auto-targeting laser cannons of the orbiting Sith fleet. I am, of course, working on acquiring the Sith departure codes so that I may come and go as I please. However, progress has been slow. But we should continue our tour. These will be your accommodations. The slave quarters are just down the hall. If you need anything during your stay, food, a massage, feel free to call upon their services. If all goes well with your background check, you will be invited to join the Exchange. I'd advise you to accept the offer when it comes, or suffer the dire consequences of refusal. You will stay in these rooms as my guest for the next few days. I will not accept no for an answer. Feel free to visit the slave quarters at any time during your stay. I must warn you that if you are found anywhere outside the guest wing during your stay, or if you bother my other guests, my security forces will deal with you most harshly. I will return after the investigation into your background is complete. Until then, make yourself comfortable. Come, Callow. Let us leave our guests in peace.
Okay, we're inside. Now all we have to do is figure out a way to get past the Ebon Hawk security system, and we can get the rest of your group off this planet. No sense waiting around here, though. The sooner we get off Taurus, the better.